we're gonna RGB a Quest 2. Let's do it. So I looked for everything RGB on Amazon I could find, and I came up with several different things. One, of course, we've already got it sitting on the Asterion Aura, the custom one, cycling through the RGB right now, looking good. And I have got a Quas air circulation mask is what they're calling it. It's basically a fan facial interface. But what this one does, it's not only RGB, that probably sounded horrible, let me do that again. It's not only RGB, it also is a 3000 milliamp hour battery pack. So it can actually charge your Quest. I'm gonna have to strip this Quest because we're pretty much swapping out everything on it. Down to the bare bones here. Quas or QWOS fan, $30. That is a battery pack as well, so it's not a terrible price. Facial interface is off to a not great start for my face shape. I've got huge gaps on both sides here, but if you're not gonna see the RGB, what's the point? So maybe it's good to have a huge light gap. I got the Quas also VR charging head strap, 8,000 milliamp hours. It's got the RGB lights. I don't know how this is gonna work in tandem with the battery fan, but we'll figure it out. Rear pad. I don't think I need instructions. Weirdly, this was 50 bucks, which I feel like is kind of cheap when the freaking fan was 30. Not the worst gear I've ever heard, but not terrible. It's got a lot of slack in it, which you know I don't like that, but we're about RGB today. Honestly, if you haven't figured it out by now, we're kind of having fun with this video. This isn't, I don't know that any of this stuff I'm actually gonna recommend in the end, but we're gonna try it and see. If I can assemble the head strap, that'll be step one. Okay, I think one side's in. There we go. That was the click I was looking for. Only one side gave me. Oh, there it is. Just really have to get forceful with it. Boy, it's got some of the stiffest turning arms right here I've ever seen, which I like, actually. I like that about it. I reviewed these before, SoundCore P10s. They got a little RGB too. You only get to choose from like 5 colors on those, but on the app, you can choose which color you want. And so a little closer to RGB. In the initial review, I was hesitant. They were 100 bucks back then. They've gone down to 80. So if you want a set of Bluetooth earbuds that you can use on anything, but also use on your Quest for extremely low latency wireless headphones, I think 80 bucks is a good price. I would check them out at that price. Oh boy, and I got the weirdest one. Oh no, one of them already turned on. Can you guess what this is without me even getting it out of the package? Oh, it's got a flashing mode even. These are gonna take me a minute. Let me get these assembled, and then we're gonna see the whole RGB in action. I give you the fully RGB Quest 2. We got the lightsabers here, which you can actually toggle through all different kinds of colors. I'm of course rocking Beat Saber colors because it's the only thing that seems right. We got the RGB fan up top. Now they call it RGB. In my mind, RGB not only means a full spectrum of color, but it means you can pick the color. No option here to pick the color. Same with the back, which is from the same brand. But I've got to say, that is actually the prettiest lighting of all of them right there. That's like bright lighting. You're not gonna see it, you're inside the headset, but the lighting is actually a little bit cooler than I expected it to be. And then of course we got the SoundCore earbuds in with the lights on those. And then we got the stand over here to put the whole thing on when we're done with all of its beautiful RGB. Is there a purpose here besides looking really ridiculously cool? No, that's not gonna add anything to it. In fact, it's draining all of the batteries on it by having all these lights. I do feel like there could be a case use. Maybe if you were a content creator and if you had you know what? Stand by actually. That's the one use for it, I suppose, or if you're just really into lighting. As far as these all go, the head strap, unfortunately, terribly uncomfortable up here. The facial interface, also uncomfortable, doesn't contact the sides enough. I'm not gonna leave links to those. The Asterion stands, I use one of these customized, and I have a custom newer version over there that I use. I'll leave links to those. I'll leave links to the SoundCore earbuds. And weirdly, I thought I would never have any reason to link these things. When I bought these, I thought these were absolutely ridiculous. But there is a reason that I feel like some people might actually want these. These pretty easily detach, and I don't know, for cosplay or something, plus the fact that they're pretty cheap, you can even leave these sitting around as savers. I feel like maybe someone out there actually is gonna want these. And I'll leave a link knowing that for the controllers, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. You're gonna whack yourself, you're gonna hit your friends when you're trying to play with these on there. But they're just cool enough with the light up factor, and they're 20 bucks. That's actually really cheap, I feel like, for what these are. I will leave a link to those just in case, for fun. But thank you so much for coming out and being here with me for a whole really weird one. If you have any ideas and things you wanna see, leave them in the comments. I'll see if I can make a video for you. But I will see you in another reality.